What's up? Fantasy Football Perspective here. Lucas speaking. Welcome to the channel. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. We're halfway through that week of work, ladies and gentlemen. Today, the video, we're going to discuss the recent news in the NFL. It's kind of taken over the NFL universe. Not only are we going to go over the news, but I'm going to give you my perspective of what I'm doing with that news when it's related to fantasy football drafts in the fantasy football season overall, because it does change some things. Maybe a new player's on my board, maybe a new player's off my board, maybe I'm feeling better about a certain player now than I was before. I'll get into that. Trying to get a new slogan going to kind of kick off these videos. So I'm going to run with this one today. All right, guys, lace up those shoes. I'm getting ready to run through this video. Get that intro. So, I believe there are three, major stories going on in the fantasy football world right now. And this is the first one, as everyone knows. Travis Etienne unfortunately placed on season-ending IR. What does this mean for the Jacksonville Jaguars as far as fantasy football production after, Travis Etienne, explosive playmaker, was going to be a pretty big part of that offense, potentially, most likely. What happens now? Well, I think definitely shoots James Robinson back up the charts. I believe James Robinson now has the ability to finish as a RB1 on the year. Yes, they brought in Carlos Hyde, who's going to have some sort of role within the offense. Maybe that's 5 to 8 carries a game or something, or catch, or some pass catching role. But James Robinson seems to me personally that he's going to have a similar role to last year. He's going to get all the touches, valuable touches on a bad team. I know the Jacksonville Jaguars have not looked good in preseason. I think everyone can notice that. But I think they are going to grow as a unit together. It's going to take a while to get used to the NFL schedule for Urban Meyer and the NFL just atmosphere relating to his players. Trevor Lawrence in a new system. It's going to take a while to gel. This was not a good team last year. Obviously, they had the first overall pick. But I do think they're going to improve this year, and I think their offense is going to be more efficient once they get used to the offense. So James Robinson shooting on my boards. As far as Travis Etienne in dynasty perspective, I'm holding on to him. I'm just stacking him away on my bench. If you have a season-ending IR slot or an IR slot, put him on there, because you're just not going to get the value for him that he probably deserves. This is the lowest point of his value is going to be. 3 days after or 2 days after he gets injured. Actually, it's only 1 day, excuse me. It's the lowest his value is going to be, so don't even hint. If you are a possible, competing team this year, I would maybe be trying to sell Travis Etienne to a rebuilding team. See if you can get a decent package. You should be able to get someone high-end running back, like an older, aging running back, like, let's say, I don't know, who's a running back that could help your dynasty team this year? Chris Carson in a first or something like that. It's kind of where my mind goes. Someone's going to help you, push you over the edge. Maybe you need some running back depth to kind of give you that final push to the championship. Plus, you're getting that first-round pick recouping from Travis Etienne for next year, something like that. I could see potentially working out. But unless the perfect situation aligns, I'm probably holding on to Travis Etienne. Just because you're probably not going to get that value that he probably deserves. All right. Second big news. Sony Michel traded to the Los Angeles Rams. I was getting high on Darrell Henderson. Here's the issue with this. The Rams aren't going to trade for a running back unless they expect the running back to have a big role in the offense. There were so many free agent running backs out there, the Le'Veon Bells of the world, even the Todd Gurleys of the world, that were available for their picking that they could come up to spare Darrell Henderson a couple touches. But since they went out and traded for Sony Michel, handpicked him off the Patriots, he's going to have a role in this offense. The Patriots have been broadcasting his catching ability, so I don't know if the Rams want to go that route and make Sony Michel the third down back. Xavier Jones and James Funk off the board now. Don't even touch them. Not worth it. This is definitely going to be some sort of split between Darrell Henderson and Sony Michel. Darrell Henderson already is getting banged up. It seems like every week now we see an injury for Darrell Henderson. This week it's his thumb, and that was the problem all along that Sean McVay said. Once Darrell Henderson gets, the touches, his body seems to break down. That's not a talent thing. His body seems to break down. So I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Darrell Henderson, probably not on my board right now. He should drop tremendously. See how Sony Michel gets into this offense. But let's be real. Judging by the past, don't be surprised if Darrell Henderson ends up hurt from a higher workload than what he's used to if the job goes to purely him. I expect some sort of split in redraft leagues. I'm not probably touching either one of these guys unless something develops in the next couple weeks when my drafts are. In Dynasty, Sony Michel was a free agent in my Dynasty League. Why not take a flyer on someone that's potentially going to be the running back one on the team by the end of the year? I don't believe in Darrell Henderson's overall health just because I'm just going by the past. I wish him well, don't get me wrong. But Darrell Henderson's past says the more touches he gets, the more injuries he gets, unfortunately. It's been pretty positively correlated over his career. Hopefully he stays healthy. If he wins the job fair and square, I do think Darrell Henderson's the better running back. But I think Sony Michel's a very, very good kind of handcuff to Darrell Henderson. And I think Darrell Henderson's injury history makes him more likely to be an injury candidate this year, unfortunately. So take a flyer on Sony Michel. If you are a Darrell Henderson owner in your Dynasty League, sorry guys, you missed your window to trade him. You definitely could have probably gotten a first-round pick out of that. You missed your window, especially if you're a rebuilding team. All right, moving on. Dak Prescott, shoulder, getting 7-on-7 reps on Wednesday. Listen, I am an athletic trainer by heart. Everyone was freaking out when he had the second MRI on the shoulder. Listen, MRIs in the NFL, that's like handing out candy. Why not get the second MRI to see if how the shoulder's doing? I never truly believed it was anything more than a lat sprain that they said it was, lat strain. Yes, and I'm an athletic trainer. Lat strain, wow. But the problem that keeps going is just how slow they were bringing him back. It did make you want to raise question marks. But I think with his leg injury he had last year and the shoulder, I think it just gave him an overall healing window for Dak Prescott to be 100% by the year. I think he's going to have a heck of a season. The offense should be good. I do think that they are going to get back to a run-first team, opposed to what the passing play from behind team was last year. I'm getting higher and higher on their defense, but I think that Dak Prescott's going to have a top 5 quarterback season, and I do not think this shoulder/lat strain is anything to worry about. All right, that's a quick video, guys. I just wanted to give you my perspective on these 3 big pieces of news. Some other things that got dropped today. Trevor Lawrence starting QB. We knew that was happening. And Teddy Bridgewater named starting QB. Kind of an unexpected event. Not completely unexpected, but we knew it was like a 50-50 chance that Teddy versus Drew was going to end up in Teddy or Drew. Who knows how that's going to end up by, halfway through the season. Will Drew get his shot? I would hold on to him. Again, that's the lowest value Drew Lock's ever going to have. If Teddy goes out and turns into check down Teddy and he doesn't have those explosive plays and the Broncos are stinking it up, they're going to have to do a QB switch and Drew Lock's going to be there. And Drew Lock's also a trade candidate now, so look out for that. Anyway, I hope you all have a great rest of your week. Peace out. Please hit that subscribe button, like this video. Let's get on that homepage of YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.